going to set the machine up to use flux core, so we'll just go straight into easy set, down here, flux core. We've got 0.8 and 0.9, I've got a roll of 0.8 installed. Those are the parameters we can weld using the 0.8 flux core. It goes from 1.5 to 5 mil. Once again, you can adjust the voltages and you can adjust the wire speed to fine tune the weld. I've used the old 181 flux core quite a lot and it works very well. You may wonder why you want flux core. You can use flux core outside when it's windy. The wind doesn't affect it where it can affect MIG gas. You might not want the hassle of a bottle. Flux core could well be your answer. There's one more change you need to make to be able to weld flux core on the 180i. Now this is to change that little jump lead from positive to negative. That reverses the polarity of the welder. Right, that's that changed over. I've got a spool of 0.8 flux core in there, so we'll try it. That's the wire ready to come out of the tip. I use a 1 mil tip for 0.8 flux core wire. That works very well. You don't actually need a shroud on here, but I'm going to put the shroud back on just to protect that part of the torch. You can get a short shroud which leaves the tip exposed, but it's no great problem to put that on and then ready to weld. This is a fillet weld in 3 mil plate. We'll try that on stock settings on flux core. The weld's a lot dirtier, you get a lot more smoke. What that really is going in there. I wouldn't be changing much on the settings, I don't think, with that one. Once you clean the flux off, it reveals quite a nice weld. That really has got some penetration, that'll be very strong. This is the same weld, but on 4 mil. Not as pretty as wire MIG, but pretty enough and definitely pretty strong. That's a fillet weld on 4 mil plate. I'm going to put it in the vise and do a little bit of a test on it, just to see how strong it actually is. Right, the material's snapped off, but the weld hasn't broken. Right, so the material is broken off next to the weld. I'm not sure what sort of steel it is, but the weld hasn't given way, the material has. I'm going to finish off by doing a little bit of MMA, manual metal arc, or stick welding. So we'll go down to our MMA setting. It's got 3 different rods for a 2.5, a 3.2 and a 4 mil programmed in. The 2 different grades of rod are 60-13 and 70-18. For stick welding, you use negative earth, exactly the same as MIG. And you plug your welding electrode holder into the positive side. That's the electrode holder I use. Something's called a stinger. Our tech can supply all of this. I've selected a 2.5 60-13 rod. It shows me I can weld from 1.5 up to 4 mil. I've got some 3 mil plate, so we'll set this up. Once again, it's an easy set for 3 mil, and that's giving me 75 amps, which is probably what I would start off at if I was using it as a conventional set. 60-13 on factory settings, 3 mil plate, nice clean start, lit up no problem at all. Burning in quite nicely. If anything, it's a little bit on the hot side. I'm going to turn it down Restart on the used rods, very good. That's better. Start up is really good. No attempt the rod to stick, and I'm really jamming it in there. I've used the MIG180 on stick before and I'm very impressed with it. Nothing much the matter with that really. I've changed rod types now. I've gone for a 7018 and 3.2 and I'm going to be welding 4mm. This is one of the old MIG test coupons in 4mm. I'm going to weld down there with a 7018 rod in 3.2. Right, so a 7018 3.2mm rod on 4mm on easy set. It's going in there nicely. Right, I'm no welder, but I can assure you that that is welded with bags of power to spare.